presenting a video brought to you by RK Loves Gadgets.
Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? It's time for another exciting video from RK Loves Gadgets. And today we are going to be taking a look at this pretty cool little Leapster 2 from Leap Frog. It's one of those games, and it's pretty cool. I found it in a market stall the other day, about £9.50 for it. It's pretty neat. I think it is actually quite old as well, probably something like 2005 or something, I'm not sure. It is quite bulky actually. You've got a touch screen there, and it has a little stylus that you can touch it with. So you have a stylus there, and it looks quite basic. You've got all the controls. You've got the up, down, left, right arrow keys, and you've got the A button and the B button. On the top is the on-off button right here. There's a cartridge slot. In the corner is a USB cable, and there's a speaker right there. On the bottom you've got these controls. You've got like the brightness and what looks like control the contrast and things like that. And you've got the volume. There's even a power input as well, so you can power this from a DC adapter. And then there's a headphone output. And on the back you've got the batteries. This has a lot of information on the back here, some technical information, and made in China, of course. Now, getting into the battery compartment is actually quite interesting. You see this right there. Now, it's not really a screw. It's kind of like some sort of locking mechanism thing, or something. And you can undo that with a coin. You can put a coin in there and undo it. But I'm going to try and use a screwdriver. I've got some screwdrivers here, in case you're wondering why I have a screwdriver kit on set. Pretty nice little screwdriver kit I have. Pretty inexpensive. Nothing special. Now, to open this, you can see you push down on the thing and then turn it, and it pops out, and then the whole thing comes out, and there are the batteries. There's 4 AA's. I quite like how they did this. It's kind of like a cartridge, or if you like, where the battery's sitting. And this is the inside of it. Some more information in there. Now, there is another Phillips head screw. When I first saw this, I was like, I wonder what that's for. I was wondering. But when I took it off, I found this my weirdest thing yet. I can take out another screwdriver. I can show you. Just set the screwdriver back. There we go. I'm going to try and take this off. So I wondered what this little cover is for. So I undid the screw that holds it in place. I took it away, and I found this was quite funny. In there is a space where you can put an SD card. Now, when I saw this, I was like, what? Lol. Leap Frog must have done a really pretty cool job of hiding that. That was quite funny. I've never ever seen anything like that before. You actually have to take this off to put an SD card in. That is so weird. I've never ever heard of anything like that before. Leap Frog must have done a really good job of hiding the SD card slot. And there is a card in there. It's one of those standard size SD cards where you can put a micro SD card in it, a TF card. So it's a little piece of plastic that you put in, and then you have a, just put it back in, get it back in there. Okay, so that is actually quite strange. I've not at all seen anything like that at all, so that's quite interesting. I need to put this battery cartridge back. Put it in there like that. There we go. And putting this this cap back in is quite fiddly. It is quite tough. You've got to really make sure you. There we go. Just make sure it's done tightly. There we go. So yeah, pretty cool. It's one of those where you have a cartridge. You can put cartridges in this and play games, or you can actually download something. You can connect this to the Leap Frog website, and you can download stuff. It's a bit like I'd say it's a bit like another game device called MobiGo that was released by VTech a little later on. They did a pretty much a similar thing. It's kind of like MobiGo. In fact, I can show this to you for comparison. So this is the MobiGo from VTech. They are completely different though, although they still have the you know, up and down, left and right, and then you've got an enter. Only the controls are a bit different, and you've also got a QWERTY keyboard on the VTech. But again, it also has a cartridge slot, and you can also download games onto it. And but I have about 3 games downloaded onto the MobiGo by VTech. The sound I found this in a charity shop, and the sound does not work anymore. So that's the only way I can get sound is by plugging in an external speaker system or headphones into it. So yeah, the way this one works, this is back to this. The way this one works, you hit the power button. There we go, and the screen lights up. It takes a little while to get started up. Leap Frog on some certain devices that use a pen, use a stylus. They call it a pen. So basically it's actually a pen or stylus, call it whatever you like. And there's 2 options. There's 2 options on the screen. You've got the guest and you've got the name. I'll touch it. I don't know what the name is on there. Some name that I'm not going to give out. I probably shouldn't show the name on the camera, but right. Right, so there's 3 options on here. So there is the cartridge icon right here.
Insert a cartridge to play a game.
Unfortunately, I don't have any cartridges for this at all. Nor do I have any downloads, but it does actually have 1 item on there already. Now, it does say the 3 items connect for awards and Creativity Castle and game downloads. I don't have to use the screen to actually select those items. I found that you can use the arrow keys. So if I go left and right, you can only go left and right.
Game downloads. Connect for rewards.
So I'm cycling through them, so I don't have to use the screen. I can just cycle through. And if I want to select, I'll press enter, which is the A button. It's basically just showing you.
Connect your Leapster to your computer to download your included game.
So that's basically just showing you what it's doing there. So I don't think it's got any downloaded games on it yet. for rewards.
Connect for rewards.
I think that's just showing you how that you can earn rewards or something.
Ask your parents to
So,
connect
yeah,
your
you can-
Leapster to your computer to see the rewards you've earned.
So, yeah.
Touch a picture to get started. Game downloads. Creativity. Connect for Creativity Castle.
Right, Creativity Castle. Select that.
Creativity Castle.
Create your own picture. Use the tools to help you draw, colour and decorate.
Right. When I showed you that SD card slot, that funny hidden SD card slot, the reason why it has that, so you can actually draw pictures on here. You can actually create your own pictures, and you can save them. And you can use these buttons over here. These appear a little faded, so I think you've got like a help button, I think there's a pause button, and I think that's like a back button. And if you press this one,
Touch here to choose a background. Choose the weather or time of day. Decorate with stamps. You'll find the tools you need to draw and colour right here. Touch here to choose your colour. If you want to change what you just did, touch this arrow to undo it.
so it's
If you
just a
want
little
to
like
save your picture, touch
instructions.
here. Choose a tool. Try picking a tool. Pick a colour, any colour. Now it's your turn.
So it's just basically telling you what you can do.
Pick a colour, any colour.
So you can pick any colour you like, you can draw, you know, let's see what I can do. So,
Do you want to save your changes to this picture or load one of your old pictures? Save your picture. Choose a background.
I can't tell if this is a download or not. Maybe this comes pre-loaded when you first buy it. This is pre-installed on its internal memory.
Do you want to save your changes to this picture or load one of your own?
Get out of that. Bear with me.
Do you want to save your changes?
Oh, okay. Now, those of you who know me, I may be blind, but I'm actually pretty good at using technology like this. I can play games, I can do all sorts of things even without sight. I can, even using this touch screen, so... Okay. I'm not going to draw anything in particular, I'm just going to do some crazy line patterns. And you can do stamps as well, so I can show you. There we go.
St. Bernard.
If you touch the screen, it makes different noises and you can change the different ones.
Mole.
Okay.
St. Bernard.
Sounds like a dog or something, I'm not sure.
Camel.
Camel.
Armadillo.
So yeah, that's pretty much you can do with this at the moment. I suppose I could try and connect this to the website and see if I can try and get some more things, or I could try and get some more cartridges. Maybe they get some. Maybe they might have cartridges for this thing on the internet, maybe on eBay. I'm not sure.
To start stamping.
Okay, so yeah, so that's, you press this button here to get out of that.
If you want to save your
It's
picture,
asking me if I want to
touch
save
here.
it.
If not, touch here.
You can actually use your fingers to touch the screen as well. Never mind. You can use your fingers to touch the screen as well, but I'm not sure how accurate that would be. Turn it off now. Kind of a nice sound to it. So yeah, that's pretty much all I can show you with the Leap Frog Leapster 2. It's called Leapster 2. I believe, if anybody recognises this, can you tell me some more information about it? Maybe what year this was made? I'm guessing something like 2005 maybe, because it's quite bulky, so it's probably mid-2000s or something. It's actually quite big and chunky, whereas a lot of things would be quite small nowadays. Probably still things probably still use cartridges. I don't know much about the history of certain Leap Frog toys. I know I've seen a number of Leap Frog toys being made in the 2000s where you use digital cartridges. Things like the LeapPad learning system, where you used to be able to put a book into the toy, and then you put a cartridge in, and you can play games and, you know, learn words and play games and all sorts of stuff. So that's basically all I can show you, and again, if anybody recognises it, feel free to tell me more information, let me know more in the comments, because I'd love to know more about it. But otherwise, that will be it. So thank you for watching, and as always, see you very soon.
If you like this video, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and share with your friends on social media, whether you have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Google+. Plus, give the thumbs up and come back for a whole lot more with RK Loves Gadgets. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.